Hey, good evening, Cyclones fans, and welcome back to some Cyclones hockey as our Lady Cyclones are back in action here tonight. We're at the Shady Side Academy, just outside of Pittsburgh. A beautiful campus and facility as the Cyclones get ready to take on the St. James Hockey Academy. They are out of Virginia. They won their first game earlier today, and of course the Jackets fell to Amherst earlier today, this afternoon, a 6-1 final there, but hopefully they got that out of their system. They're back into hockey game shape, and they're ready to take on a very good St. James team here. So another challenge lies ahead of the Cyclones, but you never know when two teams take the ice. They just might play their best hockey and pull off a win here tonight. So we'll see how it goes. More than likely, Ashlyn Ruack, number 1, will be in goal as Elena Dunnigan started game 1 against Amherst. Ruack came in and relieved her about midway through the second. So not sure if that's the plan in this game as well, if Ruack will start and then Dunnigan will replace her midway, or if Ruack's going to go the full distance. We'll see. But nonetheless, Cyclones get ready. They get ready to do their pregame huddle in front of the net. And we'll see what Coach Bisgard will lay out on the ice for the opening face-off here. So just a quick reminder, this is Game 2 today. The Cyclones back in action tomorrow for Game 3 as they take on the Montgomery Ice Devils. That one will be back at Barrel Ice Arena, and that is a 1:30 start. And then after that, it'll just be a matter of standings and where the Cyclones stand and whether or not they will advance and play in the semifinals or advance and just play in the consolation game. If it is a consolation game, I believe it'll be tomorrow night, but if it's the semifinals, it would be on Monday. So that's the layout right now. So Cyclones do have Ruack in goal, and they are going to start, looks like Lemmerbrock, Sparks, I see Hinkenbein, I see Young, and I see Bisgard. So that'll be the starting 5 for the Cyclones. And let's see if they can get off to a hot start here. So thank you all for tuning in tonight for some Saturday night hockey here in just outside of Pittsburgh, PA. All right, refs are getting set in position. The goalies are ready to go. And it is time to drop a puck. And we are off. And Cyclones will control it, and Young will dump it in, but then it is dumped right back out by St. James. Now Bisgard will get the loose puck. She'll shoot it up the middle. St. James will collect it there, and they will throw it up and off of the one of the stations up top there, and it's a face-off in the Cyclone zone with 14:41 left. So Cyclones will be shooting at the far end as we had to set up. There's a shot on goal. That one's turned away. Now Bisgard will get it back. She's going to stretch in. That one's batted away from her. Now Lemmerbrock will have it. Throws it over the middle. That one's turned aside. Hinkenbein will dump it in. Young gives chase. Can't get to it. Now here comes St. James. They'll race it up out of the zone. And this one is going to be an early penalty on Maya Young. It looks like it's going to be for a trip. So 14:15 left here in the first period. Cyclones will go on the penalty kill. Cyclones had 2 penalty kills in the afternoon game as Amherst was 0 for 2, and Cyclones were able to thwart both of those attempts, but this is an early challenge here. Day will take the face-off. She's out there with Barber, Prosser, and Worsley. They will clear the zone as Day will chase down after it. St. James will gather it up, and they will look to start the rush. Bringing it in through the neutral zone, now into the Cyclone zone. And swinging around quickly in. Ruack is able to fight that one off, and that one did not go in. So the action's still going, so now it is picked up here by St. James. They will set it up again. This one's cut off. Prosser will dump it deep. And it is picked up by St. James. Clones changing as Coulter and Ebert come in to join Prosser and Worsley. Loose puck, Ebert after it now, but St. James will gather it up. We don't know how much time is left on the PK as they do not have the time up on the scoreboard. So looks like maybe about 25 seconds left as they went in with 14-15. So just over 13 minutes now here. This one's picked up by Coulter. She'll just dump it in. But here comes St. James. Picked off by Worsley. She will throw it down, and it looks like the Cyclones are going to be able to kill this penalty. Here's St. James coming in for one more last rush here. Young is freed from the box, and penalty has been killed, and Cyclones back to full strength here. Young out with Lemmerbrock and Sparks, Bisgard and Worsley. Sparks is going to pick it up. She'll throw it back in, but picked right back up by St. James. That one's cut off almost by Worsley. Young's going to throw it up to Sparks. She'll throw it down the boards and chase after it now. Lemmerbrock gives chase, but St. James will get there first. Bisgard dumps it back. She'll find Lemmerbrock. Lemmerbrock to Sparks. Shot on goal. Held on. And 12-10 remaining in the first. An offensive zone face-off for the Cyclones. It will be Day, Kilgore, Barber, Bisgard, and Hinkebine in now for the Cyclones. This one's won by St. James. They will bring it up the ice. Hinkebine cuts that one off, and then Bisgard will grab the puck, and she will find Day. Day's going to race up. She's got Barber with her. She tries to get around the defender, but can't do it. Cut off. Puck loose, picked up by St. James. They will throw it up, and they will clear the zone and look to set up their rush now. This one's picked up by Bisgard now. She will swing around, try to hit Barber, but misses on that pass. St. James will dump it deep into the Cyclone zone, and now Hinkebine will give it chase. And she will throw it up on the far boards. Kilgore will clear it. St. James will gather it now, and now they're going to race back in. Cut off by Bisgard out of the zone, and they'll have to touch up. 11:15 left in the first, no score. Here comes St. James driving in. Shot is turned away by Ruack. And now picked up by Day. Day's looking to clear the zone. She can't do it now. She does. Out to center ice. St. James will reset. Here they come back into the zone. Looking for the trailer. Got her. Pass in. Shot in. Short. Picked up by Schmitz. Schmitz will dump it off the boards and out. St. James will gather it down in the Cyclone zone and run it right back. Defense change for the Cyclones as Prosser and Worsley come back out. Loose puck, but Prosser gets it back. She tries to leave it for Coulter. Coulter will clear the zone, but this one, they're going to wave it off. Don't know why they waved it off, but we'll take advantage of this as Lemmerbrock will give a chase. Now St. James is going to gather it up. And they will race it down back into the neutral zone and into the Cyclone zone. Got a streaker, but just out in front. Now this one's loose. Prosser will come up to the near boards. Dump it up to Lemmerbrock. Lemmerbrock will clear the zone. Now that one will be an icing. It will. 10 minutes exactly left here in the first. And the Cyclones will get some fresh skaters out, I believe. Oh, they'll keep them all out there. Young, Lemmerbrock, Sparks will stay out there along with Worsley and Prosser. Face off nearby us. This one is controlled by the Cyclones. Young can't clear it. Now the puck gets knocked out, and Young will chase after it. One-on-one battle, and this one's loose and comes out to Prosser at center ice. Prosser tries to feed Sparks, can't hit her. Now a loose puck picked up by St. James, but right back dumped in by Sparks. And here comes St. James trying to hit a pass, can't do it. Bisgard will pick it up. She'll find Kilgore. Kilgore out there with Barber and Sparks. Barber will race it into the zone. Turned over now. St. James will pick it up. They will circle it around and look for an out pass. This one will get out of the zone. Cyclones will have to touch up. And this one's going to get turned over. Almost a breakaway for St. James. And now it's back in, and it's in. It is 1-on-3. Almost got through there. Now Barber's going to collect it. No, out of the zone now. And that should have been an offside, but they didn't get it. Now Day's out there right now with Kilgore and Barber and Hinkenbein and Bisgard. Loose puck out to center ice. Now collected by Bisgard. Bisgard will race into the zone. She's got Day with her. Day's got it. Now she'll circle around looking for a pass. She finds Barber. Barber doesn't get the shot off. She'll just try to recycle it, but instead they'll have to touch up. 8:18 left here in the first. Here come the Cyclones again. Ebert trying to cut through. Day's got it. Day is going to draw a penalty. And this will be a roughing for 8:07 left here in the first. Cyclones get their first power play opportunity. Here comes Sparks, here comes Lemmerbrock. They'll join Worsley, Prosser, and here comes Young. So power play lines out there. 8:07 left in the first. Penalty, St. James Cyclones 1 for 4 in the first game this morning on the power play. And this one is battled for in the corner, and Sparks can't hold on to it. Now here comes St. James. Are they going to get a breakout? Here we go. And it's a goal. So a shorthander for St. James. So as a penalty was coming up anyway, but she is able to bury it in between the legs of Ruack, and with 7:51 left here in the first, it is 1-0 St. James. So bad turnover in the zone, and it leads to a breakaway the other way, and we've got a switch out here real quick. It looks like Sparks, Lemmerbrock, and Young are coming back out, along with Bisgard and Prosser. Prosser's going to collect it here. Still a minute 10 left on the power play. Prosser looks off the crossbar. It rolls right along the crossbar, but not in. So now 2 close calls, 1 for each team. Now Sparks swings it around, tries a backhand. That one's deterred away. This one will be loose. Still out front, shot wide. Here comes Lemmerbrock. She's looking. She'll throw it across. Off the stick, and now with 39 seconds later, here comes another breakaway. And that one goes off the crossbar and out of play. So with 31 seconds left and 7:07 left in the first period, it will be a defensive zone face-off here. Hinkenbein's going to skate out here with Bisgard. We got Day, we got Coulter, we got Barber with 31 seconds left on the power play. Day's trying to win this one. This one's loose. Now Barber's got it. Barber's going to race up. She's going to get by one. She's going to shoot and just wide. Now see if she can set it up. Coulter's shot wide. 15 seconds left on the Cyclones power play. Barber will get it back to Hinkenbein. Over to Bisgard. 5 seconds left. That shot is blocked. Day's going to pick it up. She'll get blocked up into the corner. This one, watch out for a breakout here. Hopefully Hinkenbein's able to get back, though, and get this one. So Jackets do not score on a power play, but can also give up a shorthand goal. So now trailing 1-0 with 6:18 left here in the first. Hinkenbein will punch it up to Sparks. Sparks bounces it off to the boards to herself, but she's cut off now. Here comes Day. Day gets by one. She's got Sparks over there. Oh, shot does not go in. Now here comes St. James. They're racing up. Bisgard's back. She will deflect that pass. Shot around the boards to Schmitz. Schmitz will get it to Hinkenbein. Hinkenbein goes back to the far boards. Bisgard gives chase. And now this one is thrown in, and Ruach will just glove it and hold on to it. 5:40 left in the first. Worsley, Prosser coming in now on defense. We've got Sparks out there with Ebert. Well, we're still looking for one wing, and here comes Maya Young. So she will complete the 5 for the Cyclones here. Face-off is controlled by the Cyclones. Prosser has it. She'll swing around looking for an outlet pass, but that one is picked off. That shot two out front. Luckily, Worsley's able to get a stick on it and send it out. Now Prosser trying to feed, but that one's picked off as well. Worsley will cut it off. Back out, Ebert cut off. Scramble for the puck, it's loose. Big pile up against the far boards here. And they will say it's loose, and now St. James will come out with it. And we got a penalty coming up, probably on the Cyclones. It is. As it looks like Ebert had stuck the leg out and got the tripping call. So Ebert is going to the box with 4:55 left in the first. Cyclones trailing 1-0 and will need to kill off this penalty. They'll send out Prosser, Worsley, Day, and Barber to kill this one off. Let's see if the Cyclones can return the favor here and get them a shorty to get this thing knotted back up. This one is controlled by the Cyclones. Worsley will throw it over, and no one's there. Barber will just give chase. That'll go all the way down into the Cyclone zone, and St. James will reset their power play unit here as this one goes in. Prosser knocks that one away. And this one is batted out by Ruach, and Worsley's got it. Now Worsley can just dump it down. 4:20 and just under a minute on the power play. Day will go deep into the zone. Barber may be a little too deep. You got to watch out when you're on the power play. Can't give out a breakaway. Day will get it. She'll slip it back to Prosser. Prosser will launch it up. Barber will get it. Now loose puck. That one goes to Worsley, and Worsley punches it off the boards and all the way down. 30 seconds left on the power play. 3:55 left in the period. Day gives chase. St. James will come out with it now. They'll look to set it up and get one more rush here possibly on this power play. This one gets in the ref's skates, and this one will now just go right to Bisgard, who will throw it in, and now Coulter's got it. Coulter's going to skate in. She'll take it all the way into the zone. She'll dump it down. Go behind the goal. 5 seconds left on this power play. Limmerbrock's going to give chase now. She'll dump it down. And this one has been killed. Jackets are full strength. 3:20 left here in the first. This one is picked off by Bisgard now. She's looking for an outlet. Finds Sparks. Sparks will drive it in. Sparks' shot is deflected and over the goal. Now Kilgore out there. She's battling in the corner. She'll joined by Sparks. Lemmerbrock's got it. She gets it. Shot. right into the midsection and held on to with 2:56 left here in the first. Maya Young will skate out now. She'll replace Kilgore, Hinkenbein, and Bisgard on D, and they'll join Sparks and Limmerbrock. Now this one is mangled and released out to St. James, out to Hinkenbein. Hinkenbein's shot, tries to hit Limmerbrock with it. Limmerbrock couldn't turn it into the goal. Now Young gives chase. Young will dump it around back behind the goal. Sparks will give chase. Now Limmerbrock battles for it, but it'll come out to the corner, and St. James is there. Limmerbrock's able to break this one up, though. Now Sparks' shot is deflected. It'll go to the far corner. Out of the zone and all the way down, and they're going to wave off the icing, so Cyclones will have to work all the way down. Young's going to find Sparks. Sparks is going to try to get around the D. She does. She'll race in. She's got Barber with her. She gets a shot. That one's turned aside. Just over 2 minutes left. Young's shot is blocked. She'll get it back. Throws it out to the middle. Barber trying to get it on the blade. She can't. Bisgard's shot does not make it there. Now here comes St. James. Worsley's got it. She'll throw it over to D to Bisgard. Now she'll dump it down. St. James will gather it up with 1:40 left here in the first. As St. James looking out of the breakout. Prosser and Worsley back on defense. That shot is blocked. Ruack will just hang on to it. 1:33 remaining. Cyclones will have a defensive zone face-off here. They'll have Day, they'll have Kilgore, and they will have Schmitz out there to join Worsley and Prosser. Face-off is won by St. James. That shot almost leaks through. Ruack's able to get enough on it. This one's loose. Worsley trying to get to it. She does, but it's blocked off. Here comes. What a save by Ruack. That was right on the doorstep, and she's able to turn it away. This one is going to leak out of the zone and actually onto the stick of Kilgore. She's going to race it into the St. James zone. She is taking off her skates. And now here's St. James looking to clear. Worsley will dump it back in. She'll find Day. Day goes right back to Worsley. Will Worsley wind it up? No, she's going to go to Prossert. Prossert will skate around. She'll shot. And that one will go right into the glove and held on to 48.9 seconds. Ruack with a great save right in front of the goal to keep this a 1-0 Cyclones deficit. They'll send out Coulter, Ebert, and Limmerbrock, and they'll join Worsley and Prosser, who will remain out there on D, with 48.9 seconds left. This one's controlled by the Cyclones. Prosser will swing it around, looking for Limmerbrock over there. Limmerbrock's got it. She'll throw it around the backboards. Here comes Worsley. She'll step up. She'll flip it back. Roll all the way around again. St. James has it now. They're looking to clear the zone. Cut off by Limmerbrock. Ebert over there now. And here comes Worsley. Worsley trying to chip it up through. She gets it to Coulter. Coulter's shot is blocked. Now this one goes into the corner. And St. James looks to gather it up and clear, and they do. 13 seconds left. And this one's dumped back behind. Ruack's going to dump it back there. Battled for. Worsley's got it. She's 1-on-2. And that will do it. So 1 period in the books here at Shadyside. Cyclones trail 1-0. We'll be right back. All right, back here for period number 2. Cyclones trail 1-0 against St. James Hockey Academy. Teams will be switching sides, so now the Cyclones will be coming towards us and shooting on the near goal. So they'll start the second period off with looks like the same 5 that they started the game with. It looks like it is Young, Limmerbrock, Sparks, Bisgard, and Hinkebine out on the ice. As we get ready to go, puck's been dropped, controlled by the Cyclones. Bisgard will throw it around, try to hit Young, but that one is picked off by the St. James. And now here's Cyclones dumping it deep into the zone. Picked up by Perham for St. James. And she'll find Schiffert. Schiffert will dump it out, and Hinkebine's there, and she'll throw it and find Limmerbrock. Limmerbrock looks through. She gets it to the neutral zone and is offsides on the Cyclones. 14:28 left. And here comes Day, Barber, Kilgore out now, along with Worsley and Prosser. Prosser's going to find Kilgore. Kilgore is going to bring it into the zone. She'll throw it in. That one's cut off. It's Roach. And Kilgore almost got it right in front. Now Day can't put it on the blade. Now out comes to St. James. And they will race out, and they'll try to get around Prosser. They look into center. That one goes all the way through. Picked up by St. James. Now Barber able to bat it out. Stays in the zone, though. Prosser looking to clear. Trying to find an angle. That one is cleared. And now St. James will have to touch up. It will go D to D here. That one is loose, though, and then picked up. And now Day's got it. Day's got it in the zone. She tries to leave it to Barber. Goes right back to Day. But no shot. I don't know why she didn't just try to pull the trigger there. This one comes all the way out to Worsley. Worsley's going to dump it back in. Day's got it now. Day's going to fire it out to Prosser. Prosser looks. Shot blocked. And Roche has it. She'll throw it out, but Prosser picks that one off. Prosser looking to find somebody. She'll find Worsley. Worsley pulls it back, tries to get it to Barber. Barber throws it into Kilgore. Out to Day now. Day trying to flip it in. Oh, just wide. Just wide. Loose puck. Now Day's got it. Now she tries to pass it, but that one's cut off, and here comes St. James to clear the zone. So good shift by the Cyclones as that puck is down, and they're going to get an icing on that. She did not quite get to the red line, so with 12:47 left in the second, Clones have an offensive zone face-off, and they'll have Ebert, they'll have Coulter, and they have Schmitz, along with Hinkebine and Bisgard out there now. And this one is controlled by the Cyclones. They're doing such a better job here in this game with the face-offs. They struggled in game 1, and they are doing way better with it this game. So this one is loose, though, and this one will be cleared out by the St. James, and it's turned over now. It's Bisgard, actually, is racing back to get it. She's going to race around. She's got someone hot on her trail. This one's flipped up to McKay Coulter. She finds Ebert. Ebert's going to bring it in the zone. Actually offsides Cyclones. 12:14 left in the second. Line changes are coming for both teams. Cyclones are going to bring out, looks like Young, Sparks, and Limmerbrock, along with Bisgard and Hinkebine. This one is picked up by St. James, and they're going to get it out and bring it into the Cyclone zone. This one is wide. This one bouncing loose. Can the Cyclones get there? They can. It's Sparks. She tries to kick it up to herself. She can't. Loose puck. This one's loose. Sparks has to tag up. She does. Bisgard will find Young. Young can't control it, though. And here comes St. James. Almost hits the pass. That one's turned away, though. Now we got a loose puck behind the Cyclones' goal. Sparks trying to get it over to Young. Young will battle with it on the near boards. Sparks trying to get through. She can't. That one's Hinkenbein will cut off someone, and then there's going to be a penalty. So Hinkenbein will go in the box with 11:24 left here in the second. It'll be an interference call. And for the third time in this game, Cyclones are shorthanded. Cyclones will need to kill a penalty. They're going to send out Worsley. They're going to send out Prossert. They've got Sparks, and they've got Eden Barber coming out here. This one is loose and thrown around the far boards, picked up by St. James. They'll race in looking for, good stick by Barber to knock that one loose. And this will come all the way down into the Cyclone zone, and St. James will have to reset here. Sparks almost picks one off. Here comes St. James now. Sun will bring it in. This one is cut off. Now a shot blocked by Worsley. Worsley will throw it up along the near boards. This one will come all the way around and out of the zone, and St. James will have to touch up with 52 seconds left on the PK. Puck is running in. Sparks uses that long stick of hers to knock it loose. Worsley's got it. She will find an opening, and she will send it all the way down, where Arzadon will pick it up and reset the offense with 35 seconds left on this PK. Now, St. James brings it up. They got it in the zone. They're circling around. They'll get it back out to the blue line, and we go D to D. That one is wide. 15 seconds left. This one's thrown back to D again. And this shot is in. Turned away by Ruach. 5 seconds left on the PK. Can Sparks get it? She can. Sparks racing out. Can she get a breakaway? She's on the move. She gets it in. We got a goal. And it's a game-tying goal. 1-1 as Sparks is able to get on the breakaway and sneak that one by Arzadon. And with 9:48 left in here in the second, Cyclones have tied it back up. So it was not a shorthanded goal as the Cyclones were full strength prior to Sparks getting loose and scoring that goal. So we've got Yates out there now. We've got Coulter out there, and we've got Ebert. They're out there with Hinkenbein and Bisgard. So St. James racing right back in now. Now it's a loose puck. Battled for in the corner. Here comes Bisgard out with it. She'll race it out of the zone, through the neutral zone. She'll try to get around the D. Shot. That one almost short-sided itself in there. Hinkenbein. That one goes off the top of the glove and over the goal. And right back in. Here is Bisgard. She'll try to dump it in. No, it's loose. Now see if Yeats can get to it. She'll battle in the corner. Yeats trying to get it out. She's joined by Coulter now. Yeats shot blocked by Arzadon. Now this one loose. Can Ebert get it? Oh, it just is wide. And now a loose puck and picked off. And right now the Cyclones are all over them. And here we go. This one is, Ebert almost picked that one off. And this one will finally be cleared for an icing. But what a shift by the Cyclones there as they gave them everything they could. Almost got one by on a couple occasions, but with 8:36 left, Arzadon was able to hold pat there and keep this game at one apiece. We've got Day, Barber, and Kilgore now out there with Prosser and Worsley. Day will take this face off, and she's going to almost kick it up to her stick and get an opportunity there, but Arzadon jumps on it, and we'll have another face-off, 8:33 left. And we will go to the other face-off circle here. Right in front of us. Day will take this on against Perham. And this one is controlled by the Cyclones. Oh, and that's a turnover now. Look out. This could be trouble. Can Prosser get back there? Shot is wide. Now Kilgore battles with it along the boards with Worsley. They'll find Day. Day looking to try to get it out. She can't. Worsley's able to, though, and that'll leak on down into the Cyclone zone. And Day almost got there now. We got a loose puck. Can Kilgore get to it? She's battling. This one's out. Prosser will go one-on-one here. She is in trouble. And that one is no. They said no goal. That one did everything but go in. So still tied at 1, and we've had some very close calls here in this game. This one's loose. St. James on the attack now. Prosser's going to back it up here. She'll find Kilgore. Kilgore can't clear the zone, though. This one's blocked by Worsley. Worsley. She'll throw it around the boards. Can Barber get it? She can, but she can't clear the zone. Now Day's got it. Day gets around one. She's trying to get around another. She does. She gets tackled, and that's going to draw a penalty. So 7:14 left in the second period. The Cyclones will be on the power play for the second time. And they'll send out their power play unit here with Young, Lemmerbrock, Sparks, along with, looks like it's Prosser and Bisgard. So 7:14 left in the second. Cyclones will win this one. Bisgard's got it. She's going to try to set up somebody. She's got Lemmerbrock. Lemmerbrock's going to skate in with it. That one's deflected. And it'll come out, and Bisgard's going to pick it up. She will find Prosser at the point. Prosser over to Lemmerbrock. Lemmerbrock finds Bisgard. That one ricochets around. Young trying to battle for it. It's Sparks. She'll find Young. Young tries to bury it around, but this one is loose and cleared out of the zone by St. James. Back to the Cyclones with 55 seconds left on the power play. Young's able to get by one. She's got it. She's going to bring it in. She tries to pass it over, whiffs on the pass. She'll get it back to Lemmerbrock. Lemmerbrock feeds Prosser. Prosser at the point. That one's blocked. She turns and grabs it, though, quickly. 35 seconds left on the power play. Bisgard has it now. She'll circle around. She's got Prosser. Prosser finds Lemmerbrock. Shot turned away by Arzadon. Now Lemmerbrock has it. She'll lose it, and this is going to lead to a breakaway the other way. Lemmerbrock's able to get back, though. She will. Now Bisgard will chip it up to herself. 15 seconds left on the power play. Cyclones race into the zone. They find Sparks. Sparks will be cut off by two players. This one's loose. It almost gets through. 3 seconds left, and it looks like this penalty will be killed. And now St. James is full strength with 5:40 left here in the second. Worsley will sling it around the near board. She'll find Day. Day's going to race up. She's got Sparks with her. Day gets by one. That shot is deflected and does not go anywhere. Now Coulter tries to slide one in, but that one will be grabbed by Arzadon with 5:23 left. And the Cyclones will get themselves a offensive zone face-off here, and they'll have Ebert, they'll have Day, and they'll have Barber out there along with Prosser and Worsley. Day will win this one back. Ebert's got it. Day gets it to Worsley now. Worsley will swing it around the boards. Picked up by Sun. Sun will turn it over, though. That one goes to Worsley, and now loose puck bouncing around. Prosser's back playing D, though. Looking to cut this one off. This one is turned away by Ruack. Barber's going to get it now. Barber circles in. She'll get through a couple. She'll get carried into the zone. Barber looking. She'll get tackled. No call. Now St. James will throw it around the boards, and they'll clear the zone with 4:37 left here in the second period. Worsley will get it as St. James goes off for a change. Worsley skating up with it. And she is cut off. This one will get out. Sun will dump it all the way down, and that one will go, and they'll wave it off, though. Prosser's got it now. Prosser is going to swing it around the far boards. This one is picked up by St. James, but cut off by Day, and now here comes Ebert racing out of the zone with it. She's trying to get through, but she cannot. Too much traffic. Cut off now by the Cyclones. This one dumped back. Cut off by Worsley. Here goes St. James. Shot. Turn away. Rebound. Does not go in. What a save by Rueck. Now here comes Schmitz. Schmitz is going to race into the St. James zone. She will stop. She's looking. Passes it out, trying to hit Yeats. Coulter tries to pass it out to the point, but that's picked off. Now they got to race back on defense. That shot turned away by Rueck. Up in the air. Loose. Hinkenbein's able to clear it out of the zone. Great play by Gwen Hinkenbein. Now we got St. James resetting here. 3:15 left in the second. Battle for it on the far boards. Coulter. Bisgard back there. Coulter going to feed it up to Schmitz. Schmitz couldn't get the boot on it. Now here comes St. James all the way through. That one is deflected wide. Now here comes Hinkenbein. She will clear it. They say no, it was deflected. No icing. 2:50 left in the second. Here comes. Nope, Hinkenbein could not grab it. And now she's going to have to defend and throw it back in. And this one will come back right back down to Hinkenbein. And she'll look for an outlet trying to hit Lemmerbrock. Lemmerbrock has it now. 2:30 left in the second. Lemmerbrock will race into the zone. She's got Sparks with her and Young. Young shot. That one almost deflects up and over the glove of Arzadon, but she was able to hold on to it. And with 2:20 left, the Cyclones will have an offensive zone face-off here. And we'll reset it. It's Bisgard, Hinkenbein, Young, Sparks, and Lemmerbrock right now for the Cyclones. This one is controlled by the Cyclones. Young shot deflected. Sparks has it. Trying to get it to Lemmerbrock. That one is loose, and Roche will come out with it for St. James. This one's turned away by Hinkenbein, and we've got an offside. So 2:03 left in the second. Cyclones will get a fresh 5 out there. It's Kilgore, Day, and Barber. And they'll be joined by Prosser and Worsley. Day will take this neutral zone face-off. And this one is going to be controlled by St. James. They'll dump it down deep. Worsley will gather it up there. She'll throw it along the near boards here. Kilgore gets it out. She's got Day. Day's going to race into the zone. She leaves it for Barber. That one is turned away, though. Roche gets a stick on it. Now a loose puck found by Kilgore. Kilgore looking. That shot is deflected. Loose puck. Who can get it? It's loose still. Kilgore throws it down. But Roche's got it now, and she'll clear the zone. Worsley with a swing and a miss. Prosser back there, though, to pick up that one. Now Prosser's going to race into through the neutral zone. She's got it. She's trying to get around the D, and then she'll pull off. She'll dump it down, and St. James will collect it from there. This one is gathered up by Worsley with 1:10 left here in the second. Trying to throw it in. Now Kilgore's got it. She'll throw it, and that one's wide. Schmidt's out now. Schmidt's trying to get there. She can't get there. Coulter out. Here comes Prosser's shot. That one's blocked. This one almost picked off by Ebert. Here comes St. James, though. They'll circle around with 48 seconds left. Racing and lost control of it. This is a loose puck now battled for. Picked up by St. James, though. They'll race into the zone. Loose puck. That one's cut off. Good play by Coulter. Coulter chips it up and out of the zone. This one will leak out to Worsley with 28 seconds left. Worsley will just punch it up into the neutral zone. Picked up by St. James there. Worsley trying to hit Schmitz, but that one's picked off. 18 seconds left now. Here comes St. James. They'll get around, and that one is going to be no call. Loose puck. Oh! It sneaks in with 6.8 seconds left. Wow. That puck just deflects off of somebody and finds its way in. And that could be a backbreaker with just 6.8 seconds left. You're thinking you're going to the third, knotted up at 1. And they sneak one in there. So that one hurts, but we still got a lot of hockey left here. Let's finish out this period and let's get ready for the third period. James will hold on to it, and that'll do it. So late goal by St. James to give them the 1-goal lead, and we will be back in just a minute. Okay, back here for period number 3. Cyclones trail 2-1. A late goal with 6.8 seconds by St. James gives them the lead back after the Cyclones were able to tie it up in the second on a goal from Katie Sparks. And speaking of Katie Sparks, she's out there right now with Young and Lemmerbrock, Hinkebine, and Bisgard to start period number 3. Cyclones will be getting back down towards the far goal, so and the face-off is loose and controlled by the Cyclones. Sparks will dump it in, but St. James will gather it from there. They will throw it off, but cut off by Sparks. Sparks will race in now. Her shot is turned away, loose, but picked up by St. James. They'll dump it out. Picked up there and loose and offsides, but St. James will gather it, and they'll bring it in, and now Bisgard has it. She will find Lemmerbrock. Lemmerbrock will race up through the neutral zone. She will try to hit Sparks, and that one will go wide, and now picked up by St. James. And loose puck now. St. James has it. They'll throw it along the far boards. Barber out right now. She's going to give chase to it. Hinkenbein's able to keep it in, but now loose again and up in the air, picked up by St. James. They'll race through the neutral zone with it. This one's turned away by Young. Good play by Maya Young. This one's up to Barber now. Barber met with some resistance. Sparks will dump it all the way down and go off for a change. Out comes Kilgore. Out comes Day. Here comes the new defense out there as Prosser and Worsley are out now. This one's cut off by Worsley. She will punch it out to the neutral zone. Barber's going to get it. She'll bring it into the St. James zone. She finds Kilgore, but a little behind her. Kilgore trying to gather it up. She throws it out front. Barber can't pick it off. Here comes St. James now. They're racing through the neutral zone. Worsley will cut it out. Worsley, loose puck. Day's got it. Day's going to gather it up and look for an outlet. She tries to leave it for Kilgore. Kilgore gives it back to her. Puck is loose. Now Worsley has it. Worsley gets it out of the zone. Kilgore's got it. She was trying to lead Day, but behind her, now gathered up by St. James with just under 13 minutes left here in the third period. This one dumped out into the neutral zone. Prosser out now. She's got it. She's going to circle around. No one picks her up. Schmitz and Ebert out there as well. Here comes Coulter. Prosser will dump it in. And now St. James has it. Picked up by Coulter. Shot high. Back behind the goal. St. James will clear it. Here comes up the far boards. Past Prosser and picked up by Coulter. Coulter trying to swing it over to... Oh, she blows a tire. Puck's loose. It's under. Now she gets up and we're back in action here. St. James will race into the zone. No one picks her up. Shot wide. All the way out to Schmitz. Schmitz tries to hit Ebert. No, Coulter has it. Can she get there? She chips it up. She's offside, though. Schmidt will have to let her touch up and she'll dump it in. Here comes St. James. Worsley, Bisgard out. Sparks racing out. Here comes Young. This one's blocked by Sparks. That one gets all the way through and turned away by Ruack. Now here comes Bisgard. She's got it. She will bounce it up. Limmerbrock going to run after it. 11:40 left here in the third. Young looking to cut off the St. James skater. Now this one's loose. Limmerbrock trying to throw it up. She will try to feed it. Still loose. St. James will finally gather it. They'll hit a player in the neutral zone. Hinkenbein was going to go into the box for interference. 11:19 left in the third, and Cyclones are back on the PK. This will be PK number 4 for the Cyclones. They have been able to turn away all 3 of the previous efforts. And they're going to have Worsley out there along with Prosser. And I'm thinking Coach Young right now just trying to bide a little time, asking some questions. Still don't know who else is going to join Worsley and Prosser out here on this PK. Don't forget, Cyclones back in action tomorrow at 1:30. They take on the Montgomery Ice Devils. Montgomery Ice Devils 1-1 today. They lost to St. James and then beat Mon Valley just before our game. So it looks like it might be Sparks and Young joining Prosser and Worsley on this PK. 11:19. This would be a big kill for the Cyclones. Got to keep it at a 2-1 deficit here. This one's loose, battled for in the corner, now picked up by Sparks. Sparks trying to hit Young. Young able to clear the zone, not all the way down, but nonetheless, the zone has been cleared. Back comes St. James now. This one's picked up. Young's got someone on hot pursuit. She'll battle. She'll sling it around, try to get it out of the zone, can't do it all the way. This one is redirected. Down to Worsley, a battle. This one's a loose puck. Ruack with a great save. She's got to get back now. Here comes St. James. That one's blocked by Prosser. Can she turn and fire it? She can. And that one will make it all the way down. 45 seconds left on the PK here for the Cyclones. Sparks races down. She's got a wide open goal. Goal! What a play by Sparks! And the Cyclones get a shorthander back. Just as they gave one up earlier in the game, and this one is tied at 2 with 10:27 left. Sparks just out-hustles everybody, gets the goalie out of position, and gets a wide-open net and buries the wraparound. Her second goal of the night. And 10:27 left here in the third. 38 seconds left on the Hinkenbein minor. We are tied at 2. Day, Barber, Prosser, and Worsley out there now. This one's brought in by St. James. They try to hit the crosser, can't hit it. Barber able to cut that off. She would have had a streaking day if she could have got it over there to her. Now this one's battled for. 22 seconds left on the PK. This one back over to Oslin. Oslin goes, and that one is buried. What a shot. With 10:05, it's a power play goal for St. James. So Cyclones battle to get it tied back up, and the power play strikes for St. James to give them the lead back. 3-2 with 10:05 left. Not much Ruack could do. That was an incredibly great tough angle shot by Oslin for St. James as she was able to bury it on the red line here, almost straight across. And so now Cyclones will be working from behind again. They got Yeats, Coulter, and Ebert out there along with Bisgard and Hinkebine. So here we go. Yeats has it now. She's going to throw it, and that one's blocked. She'll dump it in. Ebert going to battle for it. Ebert turns. That one's loose. Picked up by St. James. They'll swing around looking for an outlet. They'll find it. Hinkebine and Bisgard back on defense. Hinkebine looking to cut her off. She will. This one's dumped in. Now Bisgard will swing it around. No one's there, though, except St. James. Can Yeats get there? No. Dumped back into the zone. Hinkebine will have to fight for it. She'll throw it around the far boards. Ebert will pick it up. Ebert throws it out to the center. Dangerous pass, but Bisgard's able to get it. And now she's turned away in the neutral zone, and she'll have to reset as the Cyclones are looking to change. Bisgard's killing some time, and she'll dump it down. Sparks is out there. She's joined by Young, Lemmerbrock. Here's Young stepping up. This one's turned over. Now St. James has it again. Hinkebine looking to get it. This one gets to Hinkebine. She tries to center it over to Young. That one's cut off. Young's got it on the doorstep, and she ties it at 3. Back and forth we go here in the third. 8:48 left. Maya Young gets one on the doorstep and is able to bury it to get this game tied again. So great play by the Cyclones. They battled for it. I'm not sure who got the assist. It might have been Lemmerbrock. It might have been able to get it over to Maya Young. I know it all started with Hinkebine's defense, but they keep it in the zone and able to get this game tied. They'll keep the same 5 out there as we got 8:45 left. Let's see how we do now with the game being tied. Right back comes St. James, though. Bisgard is going to punch it out now. Sparks is on her way out. She'll race into the zone. St. James has a couple players back, and that one is deflected up into the net. 8:28 left in the third. Here comes Day, here comes Barber, and here comes Kilgore. They're all out there now along with Worsley and Prosser. So a fresh 5 for the Cyclones. They'll take this face off, and this one will be picked up by St. James, and they're going to clear the zone, but Cyclones get it right back now. Day trying to get around the defense. She gets around one, but that's it. St. James gets the puck again. Now they race through the neutral zone. This pass, oh, down goes Prosser, and goal right back. It's 4-3 as Prosser lost her skates and leads to a breakaway. And I tell you what, the Cyclones have just struggled with keeping this game tied. Every time they get it tied, almost seems like they just give it right back. And so tough break there, and they'll have to try it again with 8:10 here left in the third. So we got Coulter, Schmitz, and Ebert out there along with Bisgard and Hinkebine. Here comes St. James. Perham's going to race in, but she'll turn it over. Ebert's there. Ebert's going to bring it up now. She's got it through the neutral zone. She will feed it down into the corner, chased by Schmitz. This one's loose. Out to Bisgard. Bisgard, look. Her shot turned away by Arzadon. Now this one is bumped up. Picked up by Coulter, but she'll turn it over. This one knocked down by Ebert. Ebert trying to throw it into the zone, but cut off by St. James, and here they come. Ebert will cut her off. St. James going for a change. Bisgard races around. She's got it. She will throw it out to where no one is, as the Cyclones are also going for a change. Lemmerbrock's out here now with Sparks, and this one almost redirected in. Now Hinkebine's got it. Hinkebine finds Young. Sparks trying to get it out of the zone. That one's finally cleared. And do we have it looks like we have a delayed penalty on the Cyclones. So And they'll go ahead and blow the whistle. 6:54 left here in the third period. Maya Young is going into the box. Looks like for a hook. So, tough gets tougher here as you're down a goal with 6:54 left. Now you got to kill a penalty. Last time that St. James had a power play, the Cyclones were able to get a shorty to tie it, but then they scored right back on the power play. This one thrown in. That one is redirected and in, and now Cyclones find themselves down 2 goals with 6:47 left. A redirector right in front, and not much Rueck can do with those, and that one goes right between the legs through the 5-hole, and Cyclones have just struggled to stay out of the box, and it's costed them here at these last couple of moments. And now you got to try to dig yourself out of a 2-goal hole with only 6:47 to play. They've got Day, they've got Barber, and they've got Kilgore out there with Bisgard and Hinkebine. This one cut off. This one's loose. Kilgore's going to pick it up. She's going to try to clear the zone. She can't. This one's turned over. Now here comes St. James. Hinkebine's going to battle with Randall. And now 2 Cyclones run into one another. Now here comes St. James. Good play by Barber, though. Hinkebine trying to get the glove on it. This one's loose, and Bisgard's got it now. Now she's going to race out of the zone, take it herself. She goes through the neutral zone. She'll drive into the St. James zone. That shot is off the stick there, loose. That one comes out front, and no. They say no. The puck's loose, but apparently the officials lost sight of the puck, and they blow it dead. So 6:01 left here in the third. Cyclones down 2 goals. Got this thing tied up at 3, but then back-to-back goals here by St. James have put the Cyclones in this 2-goal deficit. First time they faced a 2-goal deficit in this game. This one's loose, picked up by Coulter. She'll dump it in. St. James will get there first. Puck's loose. Worsley will step up. She throws it around. Ebert trying to get there, but St. James has it down. They're looking for an outlet pass. They'll just break it back and reset again. This one's dumped up. Prosser will chip it back in. Can't keep it in this time, and now they'll throw it around. This one's loose, but picked up by St. James. They're racing through the neutral zone, and they're going to should have been a hook on that one, but Cyclones get away with it. Here comes Perham. Perham's shot is high. Gigliano now. She'll throw it around. This one is no one's there. Looks like the Cyclones are out of gas. They're just playing like this game's done, and Rueck needed to jump on that one because the 5 Cyclones out there were just completely gassed. 4:58 left here in the third, and we'll get a fresh 5 as Hinkebine and Bisgard will come out with Young, Sparks, and Lemmerbrock. This line has been all the offense tonight. So let's see if they can lead to some more offense here. Nobody communicating, and now a turnover. Bisgard tries to step up. She is met with resistance. Lemmerbrock will feed it back to Hinkebine. Hinkebine tried to get it back to Lemmerbrock. Now it's a turnover. Now this one's dumped out. No one is there, though, so Sparks is going to get it. Now Sparks trying to get it to Bisgard. Bisgard's racing up after it. 4.5 minutes left here. Bisgard's shot is deflected. Throwing around, and what do we got now? We got a penalty. It's a slash on St. James, I believe. So 4:23 left here in the third period. Cyclones on the power play. They're going to keep Sparks out there with Young, Lemmerbrock, Hinkebine, and Bisgard. So let's keep the same 5 out there And let's see if they can work their magic and bury a power play goal and make this last 4 minutes interesting. Here we go. This one's controlled by St. James. They'll try to throw it all the way around, and they do. Bisgard's going to have to race after it. 1:20 left on the power play. Lemmerbrock has it now. She's looking up. She'll hold on to it. She will race in. Now she'll have to wait. Now she's got it. Doesn't look like they know what they're going to do with it right now, and now it's turned over, and St. James is going to flip it around. Hinkenbein tries to get it back, and they finally get it back to Lemmerbrock, and let's see if they can set it up here. Bisgard's shot is gloved and held on to. 3:44 left in the third. 51 seconds on the power play. And Maya Young is going to skate off, and it looks like they'll need to bring somebody in, and it's going to be Prosser. So Alyssa Prosser will skate out. Hinkenbein will stay out there. She thought she was getting replaced, but she stays out there. She's going to line up and play wing. Lemmerbrock, Prosser are going to play the D spots. This one out to Lemmerbrock. Lemmerbrock turns it over, though, and now Cyclones will have to regather themselves here and look to dump this one in. Sparks ringing it around. She's battling. She'll battle. Tries to feed Hinkenbein, but that one's turned away. This one cut off by Prosser. Prosser. Somebody get it. Now Lemmerbrock has it. 20 seconds left on the power play. Lemmerbrock's going to skate in. Not a lot of movement on this power play. Prosser looking. Finds Bisgard. Tries to short-side it. Trying to stuff it is Hinkenbein. Loose. Still loose. Battling for it. Shot turned away. 1 second, and that'll do it for the power play. So Cyclones can't convert. We're under 3 minutes now, and they trail by 2, and this one is going to be an icing. So 2:42 left here. Cyclones will, looks like it's going to be Day, Coulter, Prosser, Worsley, and Barber. Let's see if Coach Bisgard elects to pull the goalie or leave it as 5-on-5 here. Day's going to win this one back. And they're letting Ruack know what's going on. So this one's dumped in now. This one is loose. Can't be cut off by, and now we got a breakaway going the other way. Can Day get back here? She can. She turns that one away. This one's loose and bounces right up to Ruack, and thank goodness they didn't pull the goalie because we'd be looking at a 6-3 game here. So Sparks is going to take Day's place. Coulter is going to take the face-off. Nope, it'll be Sparks now. Coulter will head out to wing. This one is controlled by the Cyclones. Thrown up by Worsley, but now turned over. Now picked up by Sparks. Sparks tries to throw it up along the board, and she's able to clear it all the way down. Now there goes Ruack. Here comes Bisgard. 6-on-5 now. Puck is being picked up the boards. Here we go. Picked up by Bisgard. She's going to find Worsley. Worsley to Bisgard. Thrown up the middle. Oh, trying to redirect it here. And will she get the empty net? No. Good play by Bisgard. But thrown up to Barber. Barber's going to race up with it now. She is laid up and off on the boards. Loose puck picked up by St. James. Can Maya Young get there? She can. Minute 20 left. This one punched up. Sparks trying to get around. She does. Dumps it deep. 1:15 left. Puck loose. Barber pitches it up. Barber trying to sneak it in. This one's loose. Comes all the way out to Prosser. We're heading down to a minute now. That shot up in the air. Loose. Can Barber get a stick on it? No. Bisgard tries to get through and gloved by Arzadon, and she'll hold on to it. 54.5 seconds. 54.5. Lemmerbrock's going to skate out, take Barber's place. Looks like the other 5 will remain out there. 54.5. Cyclones trying to get one here and then make it real interesting for the stretch run. Sparks wins the draw. This one cut off by St. James. This one, can Worsley get back? This one's loose. Able to turn it away. Clear in the zone. Now St. James looking to set it up. And they can't get it to the goal. Young has it. She finds Prosser. Prosser able to get by Walker. 25 seconds left. Prosser races it in. This one, she'll get, look like she got hooked. That one shot is just wide. Now battled for in the corner. Lemmerbrock, Worsley got it. Her shot all the way through. Arzadon will hold on to it with 6.8 seconds left. So Cyclones are going to come up short in this game, but they gave it a valiant effort. A lot better looking performance this day compared to earlier today for this game here. Sparks will take the draw here. This one will go back. This will go into the corner. St. James will eat it, and that will do it. That is game. Cyclones fall 5-3 to St. James. Cyclones now 0-2 on the weekend and look to try to get in the win column tomorrow as they will take on the Montgomery Ice Devils. Again, that game is at 1:30. We will be bringing it to you once again. I want to thank Noah Young for once again running the camera for me and following the action, and we'll be both with you again tomorrow, again for Game 3. And I want to thank you guys and have a great evening and talk to you tomorrow.